Hi, I'm Graham. Welcome back to Man vs Film. This is going to be a Blu-ray review for Popcorn. Released from 88 Films, it is number 39 in the Slasher Classics collection. It came out in 1991, and again, it's a slasher movie that I have never heard of, but I do love this cover art. I did like the trailer, even though I couldn't really tell what was going on, and I was invested in getting this movie almost immediately, and I'm so glad I did, because I feel that there's been a lot of slasher movies released this year, and this is one of the best ones that I've seen. Really fantastic production values, really fantastic story. I am all about movies, and this movie is all about movies as well. It's all about a group of film club students who decide to have this all-night movie marathon to raise funds to make movies, to allow their club to continue. And they decide to have this weird aesthetic by having movies from the 50s and 60s, the gimmicky type of movies, the type of movies that William Castle made a living from. You know, they'll have a movie that is got stinko-vision, where they release smells into it. You get one about an electric convict who shocks people in their seats. It's this type of fun. You know, it always harkens back to the movies of the 50s and 60s, which are tremendous, while creating its own legacy in its current movie. I don't want to go too much into the plot because I think it's pretty fantastic itself, but our main character, Maggie, is having these recurring dreams, and she's trying to put it together in a screenplay. When she goes to watch some of the movies that are going to be screened at that midnight madness, she discovers the movie that she's been dreaming of, that she's never seen before, but it seems to be built into her subconscious. Then there seems to be this mysterious villain who is taunting Maggie all the way through the movie, and that leads to some fantastically well staged and murders throughout this movie. That does have one of my favourite tropes in slasher movies, which is a mystery. You're never quite sure who's doing the murders, and it does spell it all out at the end, and it's a good and reasonable excuse. It's not usually one of these things that they just throw in at the end. But this movie had me wowed when it came to the practical effects. There is lots of practical effects in this. The main bad guy in this movie steals other people's faces. He has a machine that makes a mould, and he puts it on, and he will pretend to be them. And then when you see his real face, it is all gnarly and twisted and full of pins, and there is a reason why it's like that, but it is very effective. It looks terrific. Even now, it looks fantastic. But it's the whole camaraderie of everybody going to the cinema to watch these movies, to see people interacting with the screen, having so much fun. It feels as if it's a love letter to those type of movies while making a statement about slasher movies at the same time. I was just bowled over by Popcorn. I thought the movie was fantastic. I was entertained. It's colourful, bright, some good characters, and something that I really, really enjoyed. In fact, I can't wait to go back to check it out again. The disc itself is one of these usual jam-packed discs that you get from 88 Films. As per usual, you get a slip with the first pressing of this, which is just similar to the other cover underneath. It does come in stereo sound and 7.1 sound as well. Now, one of my favourite extras on this was, I think it was Midnight Madness it is called, yeah, The Making of Popcorn, which itself is a 55-minute high-definition extra that speaks to all the cast currently. Now, this was a movie that had a lot of problems, so this making of really alludes to a lot of the issues that were going on at the time of the production. So you get to find out about the director who was swapped out after a few weeks, the lead character who was dropped and then replaced by a new actress after a few weeks. You get everybody's take on it, some of them a little bit more political than others, but it seems fresh and invigorating, and it seems to have been a good experience that they had, and a movie that they had higher hopes for as well. And I think this extra really sort of captures the imagination of what the cast were hoping for and how they lovingly look back at the movie now. It has an audio commentary as well, and I'll just, I don't have the names at hand, but I'll read them off the back of the box here. It's got the director Mark Herrier, stars Jill Scholine, Malcolm Donaire, and special makeup effects artist Matt Falls, and it is moderated by a person I can't remember at the moment, but she does a good job of keeping everybody on track, and it's nice to hear these people, and it's nice to hear a commentary where there's a good few people, so you never really get much slack. There's always somebody talking, always somebody driving the conversation forward. You get Electric Memories, which is an interview with Bruce Glover, who plays one of the actors in the movie, within the movie, The Electric Man. It's just a 6.5 minute little feature, and he just talks about how it was so much fun to make these kind of black and white type movies that was going to play on the theatre in the movie itself. And it's a nice little addition. We also get the TV trailer, we get the TV spots, we get the theatrical trailer, and we get a stills gallery as well. This is another packed disc from 88 Films, and it is one that I can highly recommend. I thought I kind of hit the pinnacle this year with Bad Dreams, a movie I absolutely loved, but Popcorn will rival it for my favourite 88 release of the year so far. I love these movies so much, and again, 2 movies I had never heard of that I cannot get enough of. The Transfer is fantastic, the picture looks amazing, and it's something that I can just highly recommend. If you're at least interested in this movie, I say go pick it up. I think you're going to love it. I'd love to know your opinion of the movie. If you've seen it before, let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.